Welcome to this week's edition of SKNIS Week in Review. I am your host, Kimberly Grant. This is a weekly program that highlights some of the top stories of the work of the government of St. Kitts and Nevis. Here are the top stories for September 21 through 27. Masters of Education degree program launched in St. Kitts and Nevis. Kayon Fantastic Steel Orchestra receives warm welcome from senior government officials upon return from Taiwan, and citizens and residents highly favor government's roof repair project. The Ministry of Education, in collaboration with the Clarence Fitzroy Bryant College, under the auspices of the University of West Indies, has launched a Masters of Education degree program. According to the Deputy Prime Minister and Minister of Education, the Honorable Sean Richards, marks the expansion of the academic program offerings at CFBC. The minister stated that the program is unique as students not only have the benefit of earning a master's degree from UWI, but also the additional benefit of face-to-face instruction at a local institution. Persons enrolled in the master's degree program will have the opportunity to pursue programs of study in education leadership, language and literacy education, and school counseling. These are three areas which have been identified regionally and locally as areas for growth and development within the education sector, which stands to improve the quality of learning and instruction in schools in St. Kitts and Nevis.
Today, as we celebrate the expansion of higher education in St. Kitts and Nevis, we do so with a firm appreciation of what students who will matriculate stand to gain through the proposed model of study, which will see our students remain at home here in St. Kitts and Nevis while acquiring a master's degree through the University of the West Indies.
The Honorable Sean Richards. The Honorable Sean Richards, Minister of Education, Youth, Sports and Culture, was joined by his cabinet colleagues on Friday, September 21st, to warmly welcome home the 17-member delegation of the Kayon Fantastic Steel Orchestra, who journeyed to the Republic of China, Taiwan, to showcase their talents as a part of a cultural exchange. Minister Richards expressed how happy he was for the Fantastic Steel Orchestra group to be given such an opportunity during the welcome ceremony held at the VIP lounge at the Robert Llewellyn Bratcher International Airport.
It is my pleasure to be here as Minister with responsibility for education, youth, sport and culture in particular, to congratulate you on a splendid performance in Taiwan. It is often said that music is a universal language, and I think you would have displayed that in Taiwan, though you may not have been able to speak the native language.
The Honorable Sean Richards, Minister of Education, Youth, Sports and Culture. Across the country, there is ample evidence that something good is happening as the government of national unity continues to bring satisfaction and joy to many citizens and residents by repairing their roofs that were damaged in the very active and catastrophic 2017 Atlantic hurricane season. As the 2018 Atlantic hurricane season is at its peak, it is necessary that citizens and residents have a sturdy roof that will mitigate the chances of damages. The government's roof repair program is doing just that. The government is providing roofing materials and financing the labor costs to those affected through the Office of the Prime Minister with the support and guidance of the Ministries of Social Development and Sustainable Development.
It was September, October, November, December, all the way down until the mid-July when the Lord opened the way through the instrumentality of Mr. D'Souza, the government and all concerned that came to my rescue. I want to thank the top to the bottom. Mr. Prime Minister, I want to thank you. We pray for you morning, noon and night and your cabinet. Mr. D'Souza. I want to thank even the folks that works in this area, Mr. Roy Rogers and Tasha and all of them who came to our rescue, and we voiced our concern, and as a result, we were helped. So I want to thank the government directly for this initiative. Without them, this could not have happened.
Pastor Henry Williams. Community policing is an important strategic objective of the Royal St. Christopher and Nevis Police Force. The recruits of Course 42 are being brought up to speed on techniques and programs that are being currently employed to improve relations and build greater confidence between law enforcement and the public. On Thursday, September 20th, Commandant of the Police Training Complex, Inspector Eldrin Dickinson, gave an update on the progress of Course 42 and noted that there is special emphasis being placed on community engagement strategy that cuts across several action points in the 6-point plan for the reduction of homicides and violent crimes 2015. Instructors were sure to include the recruits in the activities at the second annual Ministry of National Security Explorers Group Summer Youth Camp that ran from July 29 to August 4th. More than 400 children between the ages of 5 and 18 years old attended the camp, which falls under the ministry's crime prevention and social intervention programs.
We are conducting a lot of community policing classes that will help them so that when they do go out into the world of policing, they will understand what is the concept for community policing so that they can help, they can reassure the residents and visitors that they can be safe while they are here in this country.
Commandant of the Police Training Complex, Inspector Eldrin Dickinson. Pesticides Awareness Week, which is being celebrated in the Federation of St. Kitts and Nevis from September 23rd to 28th under the theme Increase Food Safety, Reduce Dependency on Pesticides, Adapt Integrated Pest Management, will highlight efforts of increasing food safety measures in the Federation. In addressing the nation to commemorate the launch of Pesticides Awareness Week 2018, Minister of Agriculture, the Honorable Eugene Hamilton, said that safety and well-being of the consumer is the government's utmost responsibility and goal. Minister Hamilton expressed that significant steps have been taken to address food safety with respect to pesticides through partnerships between the governments of St. Kitts and Nevis and the Republic of China, Taiwan, in the establishment of a soil fertility analysis pesticides residue detection lab. This is the first lab of its kind in the region.
In our quest to achieve food and nutrition security, one area of concern often raised around the world is the use and the presence of pesticides along the food value chain. As a result of that lab, our soils are tested, the food is tested, and farmers, once they pass the pesticides residue test, receive a license that can be shown to their customers, certifying that their produce are safe for consumption by humans.
The Honorable Eugene Hamilton. St. Kitts and Nevis has already begun to implement a 21st century government approach, said the Minister of Communication and the Attorney General, the Honorable Vincent Byron, during a ceremony to officially declare the ICT Week St. Kitts and Nevis open on Tuesday, September 25th at Government House. The Communications Minister said that in order to complete such, an Information and Communication Technology Governance Board was established in 2015, shortly after assuming office, to provide oversight on matters relating to the integration of ICT development in various aspects of government and to provide greater efficiencies to reduce costs and improve service delivery for citizens, residents, and business alike.
We here in St. Kitts and Nevis have started a number of initiatives in which we will seek to enhance the delivery, quality, adoption, and usage of government e-services, provide citizens with quality government information, and allow for their active participation in the development of public policy through feedback, mechanisms.
Minister of Communication and Attorney General, the Honorable Vincent Byron. The St. Kitts cricketers team, who recently traveled to Montserrat to participate in the Leeward Islands 50-over tournament, has brought home the championship for the third consecutive year, and the government says Acting Prime Minister and Minister of Sports, the Honorable Sean Richards, is indeed proud of their achievement. The cricketers were welcomed back home to the Federation at the ferry terminal in Bastia on Wednesday, September 26. Acting Prime Minister Richards commended the players for their outstanding performance. The Minister of Sports said that there has been investment in cricket in St. Kitts and Nevis, and the winning of the championship has shown that the investment have been worthwhile, and encouraged the players to keep up the momentum and not become complacent.
You went to Montserrat, you played well, and as Mr. Morton said, indeed, it's not just the Cricket Association which is proud of the job that you have done, but certainly I am sure that all of the people in St. Kitts and Nevis, especially the cricket-loving fans, are proud of the excellent job that you have done.
Acting Prime Minister and Minister of Sports, the Honorable Sean Richards. Thank you for joining us on this week's episode. See you next time.
Stay up to date with news, programs, and activities of the government with SKNIS. Like us on Facebook. Listen to us on SoundCloud. Follow us on Twitter. And watch our videos on YouTube. Connect with us today. SKNIS, St. Kitts and Nevis Information Service.